A property that looks better, things that are well maintained will always keep its value. People will be attracted to live there and continue to remain invested in those properties. I think before we decide on a correct repainting coating systems, the type of paint we use, it's important to understand the types of surfaces that you're going to paint on. Now, most of the walls, as I said, in Malaysia are made of wall plaster. Well, recently we begin to see more buildings built out of concrete and then they have a skim coat on it. Now, generally, this kind of wall surfaces, the best type of coatings that we have experienced from is actually an 100% acrylic paint. And the best acrylic paints are available in all of the top tier paint manufacturers that are available in Malaysia to you. When you select these materials, it's important for one to understand the type of conditions that you are applying to. So most of the conditions, we would recommend that you go for a 3-coat system. That means you have the first coat with a good sealer. After the wall preparation, you apply the sealer. On top of that, you apply 2 top coats. Now, in some situations where you have cracks and you have issues with the buildings have excessive cracks, you may need to apply some localized areas of a bridging undercoat, where you bridge some of these cracks so that you prevent water from going in. So this would be the general approach that we would recommend for you to take before you embark on getting prizes. Most people will take the approach to get a painter to apply the paint, and then the painter would buy the paint from the manufacturer and then they bring it to your property to paint. So you award to the painter to do the painting. We say, look, no, award to the paint manufacturer, where the paint manufacturer supplies and they get their specialists to apply the paint from them. Now, why this method it's a far better way of doing it, it's because the paint manufacturer themselves then offer you the guarantee and warranty of the paint quality, the paint materials, and the application in one go. We call this a performance warranty. As opposed to if you just award to a painter, the painter will offer you his workmanship warranty, and he will offer you a product warranty for the paint. Now, I think as far as internal paints are concerned, the most important thing about conducting repainting of the internal parts of your property is generally cleanliness and appearance. Now, everything else is a bonus. We feel that as far as going towards this high specification paints is something that one needs to consider carefully, because over time you may need to look at reapplication again, because the internal paints tend to get dirty very quickly because of stains, we touch it, the mops and things like that. So to us, we feel that the base emulsion paints works well, whether it's applying it to your house and so forth. Well, I think the consequences are very obvious. If you were to repaint over an unprepared surface, you're just washing your money down the drain, because within a year or two, you'll find that the conditions of your property will in fact be worse off than when it was not even repainted. Because now you're going to have to deal with paint that is a good quality paint applied on very bad surfaces. This is going to peel. This is going to start flaking off. It's better for you to just say, look, if you don't have a budget to repaint and dealing with the surface preparation, it's better for you to not do anything. In fact, we would say, look, if you want to do it right properly. Do you remember I mentioned about cost of repainting? That means, whether you like it or not, every 8 to 10 years, you have to repaint the buildings. So the design of the building needs to allow for this accessibility and for one to get the worker all the way up there and carry out repairs, carry out improvements to the windows, carry out maintenance to cracks and so forth. But if you don't provide places for people to attach gondolas or places for people to get accessibility, the probability of people and the cost of repainting is going to go much higher. It's also time for us to look into repairs of other things, end of life cycle. So it's important for property managers and people who are involved with the management of the property to allow sufficient money and planning for you to not only think about repainting, but maintaining the entire envelope of the building. Overall, give you a much better product, a much better feel of your property. You may contact us at architectcenter.com.my. Thank you for watching. You may subscribe and follow us at our channel.